Good morning, Baguio. Good morning, Philippines. Andito na naman po tayo sa bagong episode ng Health Matters with Manang Lucy ng Baguio Chronicle and Doc Tong. Today, we're in a different location again. Napansin ho ninyo na pabago-bago na yung aming location ng kada episode. So, Doc Tong, kindly introduce our new guest today.
Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat, sa ating mga listeners at sa mga loyal na taga-panood ng ating Health Matters dito po sa Facebook page ng Baguio Chronicle. Ngayong araw pong ito ay may magandang topic po tayo ulit at ang ating expert na ma-interview po ngayon at makakapanayam ay siya po ang Department Chairperson ng Department of Ophthalmology dito po sa Baguio General Hospital and Medical Center. Dito rin po siya nag-training ng kanyang ophthalmology at pagkatapos po noon, nagpatuloy pa siya sa kanyang pag-aaral at nag-aaral po siya ng cornea and refractive surgery sa Asian Eye Institute. So tulungan niyo po ako at i-welcome po natin ang ating eye doctor, Dr. Lilet Canilao. Doc Lilet na lang ang tawag natin sa kanya.
Yeah, welcome
Doc Lilet.
to Health Matters, Doc. Doc, siguro ang first question kasi nga, ang karamihan kasi ng ating mga kababayan, hindi nila ma-distinguish yung eye doctor at saka optometrist. Ano? So, ang default natin ay humina na yung aking paningin. We go to an optometrist and get a prescriptive glass, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero, pwede ho bang alam natin kung ano
Differentiate.
ang pagkakaiba ng eye doctor, ophthalmologist at saka optometrist?
Yeah. Ang ano kasi, first, it almost sounds the same. Optometrist, ophthalmologist. So just to be clear, an optometrist po makes glasses. Sinusukat niya yan, mga suot niyo sa salamin. Pag grado lang naman ang problema natin, we can go straight to the optometrist. Actually, magagaling sila, i-refract nila, and sometimes they get better measurements.
Okay.
For the ophthalmologist po, we are concerned with the diseases of the eye, cataract surgery. Pag may cataract, kailangan operahan. Ophthalmologist po. Pag may glaucoma, mataas ang pressure ng mata, kailangan ibaba ang pressure, gamot. The ophthalmologist will prescribe that. For, halimbawa, nagdudulin, yung eyes natin dapat straight. Kung nakaganon o kaya nakalabas, if we need surgery, the ophthalmologist can also do that. And then managing diabetic retinopathy na marami ngayon, the ophthalmologist can do that also to manage diabetic retinopathy.
Ano nga po ba yung diabetes retinopathy, Doc?
Kasi ang common na knowledge natin, pag may diabetes, anong gamot? Metformin, kailangan hindi namamanhid yung mga legs natin, mga limbs natin. But actually, diabetes affects the eyes. Kaya sa una pa lang, pag na-diagnose po tayo ng diabetes, next step is to go to the ophthalmologist to have our eyes checked. Kasi apektado yung likod ng mata and it can cause blurring of vision ang diabetes pag hindi controlled ang sugar natin. So very important to remember, aside from the kidneys na tinatamaan, yung mga nerves, yung pagsugat hindi gumagaling, yung mata rin may bleeding at the back of the eyes.
Oh, because of diabetes.
Because of diabetes na nasisira yung ating mga blood vessels So it can affect our vision.
And probably can lead to blindness, Doc?
It can definitely. Kaya we want to remind also the internists or the endocrinologists, once na na-diagnose ang isang pasyente na may diabetes, next on the list is go to an ophthalmologist to have your eyes checked. Very important po yun. Kasi preventable siya Avoidable yung blindness na pwedeng maidulot ng diabetes.
Oo. Yan po yata ang hindi masyadong aware ang ating mga kababayan. Ano?
Yes.
They just think of controlling their sugar level, but there's no knowledge of it affecting their eyesight.
You can have early cataracts also Kasi ang cataract usually sa matanda lang. Pero when we have cataracts 35 years old, 40, wala ka pang 50, may cataract. And then you have diabetes, it can be the cause. Yung diabetes pala. Ang cause ng maagang pagkakaroon ng cataract natin.
Doc, talking about cataract, ano ho ba yung ibang causes niya? Kasi sinasabi nila na too much exposure to sun can actually
Can
cause
be, no?
cataract.
Oo,
Ah,
ultraviolet. Pero
Ah,
yun natural yun. We cannot help going under the sun.
Oh,
And then we cannot help aging. Kaya mostly ang mga pasyente namin elderly. Pero cataract in the young pwede. Halimbawa na suntok, trauma, blunt trauma to the eye can cause cataract. Kasi basta nagugulo yung lens ng mata natin or na to traumatize, it can whiten eh. It can opacify. Tapos, pwede rin siya pag paulit-ulit na infection sa mata, pwede rin magkaroon ng cataract ang young patient. And then, diabetes can cause cataract also. Frequent steroid use pala. Kaya yung mga may asthma, mga madalas mag-take ng steroid na oral, akala nila maintenance.
Oo.
Kahit ilang milligram pa yan, kung more than 3 years nyo kinuha, you can get cataracts at an early age.
People who usually take steroids are the ones who also have allergies, Doc, ano?
Yes,
Oo.
yes, yung mga may
Yung mga,
atopy,
Oo,
mga may
atopic
allergic
dermatitis,
rhinitis,
oo. So, without knowing na may
It can
ano pala.
affect the eyes. It can also cause glaucoma.
Oo.
Pag frequent steroid use, tumataas yung pressure ng mata, tumitigas yung mata natin, naiipit yung ugat sa likod, you can also have glaucoma with steroid use. So, be very careful po. If you are steroid users, maybe you should also visit the ophthalmologist after 2 years na gumagamit po kayo ng steroid. To be sure lang, not everybody gets it, pero it's always safe to have your eyes checked.
Doctor, how many hours in a day or how much time in a day do you spend on your computer,
Yeah,
on your
digital
gadgets? Ano po? Ilang oras po kayo
Actually,
sa inyo?
maabot tayo ng 5 hours or
5
mahigit.
hours. Oo.
May mga gadget screening time pa nga, di ba?
Oo.
Mini-measure na nga ng gadget yung the best.
So, I'm
Mas
sure
mahigit pa.
dyan
Pero
po
what do we do
sa...
about it?
Yeah, ano po
Wala.
gagawin natin?
Wala
Kasi
tayong ginagawa.
parang we're in a generation where
Digital
use of, the gadgets in general is inevitable. Even the elderly, di ba? Mahilig na rin mag
sa pandemic.
Yeah.
Oo. Na pumasok tayo sa school na yung mga bata
Oo, yung online.
Online,
Oo.
oo.
So, what's too much exposure to these gadgets can do to the eyes po?
Actually, ang daming nagkaroon ng dry eye syndrome
Oh, okay.
during the start of the pandemic kasi nag-online tayo, no? Pati yung mga lectures natin, sir, no?
Na.
Puro tayo online
Online.
lecture.
Mhm.
When you get exposed to screens or yung video monitors, we tend to get dry eyes, lalo na yung dati na, yung mga call center agents, they're always on the computer.
Mhm.
When you are concentrating kasi on the screen, you tend to blink less. Ang pag-blink natin, dapat mga 30 times in a minute. Pero when you are engrossed and you are typing,
Mulat na
nakatitig ka
mulat
lang,
eh. Oo.
mulat na mulat, your eyes dry up. Kasi we blink to moisten our eyes eh. So when you don't blink, you're staring. Mga 10 times ka lang nag-blink in a minute,
Oo.
that dries up your eyes. So ang effect niyan, makati, lumalabo siya, kaya kailangan nating gumanon. We tend to rub our eyes. So dry eye syndrome can cause discomfort. So hindi alam ng marami yon na alam lang nila makati, they just rub their eyes. Pero limiting your screen time can actually decrease your discomfort. Kaya totoo yun yung after 2 hours man lang, you look away from the screen and then you look at something green or tumingin ka sa malayo. Kasi yung muscles mo will relax in the eye. The ciliary muscles can relax when you're looking at green objects or sa malayo.
Oo.
Kasi
Na
iba yung
hindi
muscle
near
yeah,
sight.
when you're looking near. And you tend to become nearsighted if you're always doing something near. So, ano din yun. Pero, alangan naman sabihin natin sa mga bata, huwag kayo mag-aral kasi magiging nearsighted. Let them read.
This is particularly applicable sa ating mga online workers.
Call centers.
Call center
Yeah,
agents.
call center
HR
agents.
Maraming ganun yung Manang Lucy. Marami tayong nakukuha mga pasyente na nasa harap ng computer and yun ang trabaho nila 8 to 12 hours pa nga And we advise them talaga yung ergonomics, yung posture nila. Kasi aside from the eye problem, they get yung neck problem. So we call that the tech neck. Technology nga, tech neck. Kaya minsan lagi sila nakaganyan
Oo.
Kaya maganda sabi nga namin, dapat perpendicular yung mata sa computer,
Yes.
hindi nakababa. Nasanay tayong nakaganyan
Oo.
So maganda pag nakaganyan din. Nabanggit din kanina ni Doc Lilet yung rubbing ng eyes. Sa atin manang Lucy, parang normal mag-rub. Pero nakikita pala ng mga ophthalmologists kung gaano natin kadalas nirarub yung mata. Tama ba,
Yeah.
Doc Lilet? May mga ano daw gas-gas na nakikita sa...
It can cause abrasions lalo na if you're
Oo.
rubbing your eyes while there's a foreign body there.
Mm-mm.
Pero
Oo.
yung rubbing the eyes, pag
Yeah.
ikaw ay allergy,
Mm-mm.
yung habit nila every morning, o kaya
Mm-mm.
nagbabahing and then they rub, yung mga may allergic rhinitis and atopy,
Oo.
they tend to get a condition na keratoconus. Yung
Yun eh.
nagsi-thin out yung front, yung cornea nila, it thins out and nag-iiba na yung shape sa kakarat. Ang effect nun, nagbabago yung grado. Parang tumataas yung
Oh.
grado to the
Oo.
point na hindi na kaya ng salamin.
Oo.
They have to wear contact lenses, special contact lens pa, yung rigid contact lens. Kasi it tends to be conic na Yung dapat dome shape na cornea natin, it
Oo.
becomes pointy.
Oo.
So, mahirap graduhan yung ganun. So, again, may I take this opportunity, for those who are allergic, yung may allergic rhinitis o kaya may skin allergy, you also tend to rub your eyes. Don't make it a habit.
Mhm.
Do not rub your eyes kasi tumataas yung grado ng mata nyo. And it's better to put artificial tears na lang. Pag makate, mag-drop lang para you don't rub. Kasi you rub your eyes because it's dry.
Mm.
Yun ang tendency natin. So people with allergic rhinitis and atopy, dry din yung mata nila. So to support your eyes from the dryness, you just put the
Eye drops.
eye drops. They're safe. Artificial tears are over the counter. Hindi po yung eye mo, yung CMD, medyo takot na takot ako dyan. Hindi
okay.
doctor recommended yun.
Oo.
At saka yung mga high soap yata yun.
Oo.
And those are not recommended. And they come to us, yung mga gumamit nun, na may mga injuries to the eyes. So we don't want them to, just get that dahil lang sinabi ng kapitbahay, daytoy mayat, usarumlat ta.
Oo.
It's alkali So we don't want that on the eye.
Oh, I remember, di ba, young kids usually have sore eyes. Parang seasonal din ho yung sore eyes na yan.
Yeah, there's a time of the year na ang dami namin yung pasyente.
Oo.
Mga,
And then usually, yung common remedy at home, yung eye drop na yun. Oo.
or may mas worse pa, yung
Oo.
sap ng plant. I don't know where we
Ah,
got that from. Or yung breast milk.
Oh.
So, hindi. That is a no-no. Kung ginagawa ng mga matatanda yun noon for some reason, kasi nga naman may antibacterial ang
Breast milk. Oo.
but not for the eyes.
Ah,
It's not
okay.
antibacterial or healthy for the eyes, diretso.
Oo.
Pero it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be put sa mga mata ng baby pag may sore eyes.
Oo.
Breast milk daw.
Oo.
No.
Oo. So, which one would you recommend, Doc, na gagamitin na panglinis o pang-moisturize ng eyes?
For dry eyes
For dry
lang
eyes
naman,
lang.
we can use artificial tears. So, it's sodium hyaluronate. You can just say, kasi I don't know why we use IMOL. Talagang childhood natin yan, no?
Oo,
Pero if we say artificial tears,
Oo.
maraming klase yun.
Oo.
Pero if mapula, nagmumuta,
Oo.
masakit, mahapde, that's something else.
Oo.
You don't go to your neighbor na, ay, may ano ka ba dyan? You go to the eye doctor na.
Oo.
Kasi some people go straight to the pharmacy
Oo.
Doon sila
Pabili nga.
hihingi.
Siyempre.
Baliktad,
Oo.
hihingi and then naibigay na. Pag hindi gumagaling, saka pupunta sa
Pupunta sa
doktor.
doctor.
So you spend twice
No.
as much. Kasi sasabihin ng doktor, ay hindi ito. Ito dapat. O, di ba balik na naman siya sa pharmacy. So the first step is, you go to the eye doctor para mag-prescribean ka, saka mag-pharmacy. Ganon sana, ideally.
Going back to sore eyes, Doc, ano ba yung usual na cause ng sore eyes?
Meron siyang 3 main causes, no? Pag bacterial, dahil lang may dumapo, no? Yun yung maraming muta, masakit, at saka very blurry ang paningin dahil sa pagmumuta.
Mm-mm.
And then there's this viral bacterial conjunctivitis ito, no? You can treat it with a plain antibiotic lang. For viral conjunctivitis, pag bumaba yung resistensya natin, they caught a cold, ganon, nagkasipon, and then kasama niya minsan yung viral conjunctivitis which goes away by itself. You can treat supportively, cold compress, and then you can put the eye wash kasi nagluluha siya compared to bacterial na
Mumuta.
Yeah.
Okay, lupa.
So you can
yung
wait
isa.
for it to go away or you can put eye drops naman na supportive. And then ito yung nakakatakot na hindi na siya sore eyes, it's keratitis pag tinamaan ng fungal infection like yung mga farmers, tumalsik yung mga palay, mga vegetative materials, that's very devastating. Pag hindi mo na pa-check up yan, it can cause corneal blindness na talagang hihina ang paningin, and in the long run you might need corneal transplant kasi hindi na maibalik yung dating clarity ng cornea niya. So those are the causes of sore eyes or eye infection that should be addressed kaagad para walang long-term effect na irreversible.
Ano pala yan, Parang all the while we thought that, it's just like a common cold that would come and then it would go, Pero there's such thing as fungal infection din pala ng mata that can actually cause blindness or corneal blindness.
Before we go sana dun sa corneal blindness, maganda rin siguro yung chance ito, Manang Lucy. Kasi may mga doctors kasi noon na tawag natin EENT.
Ay, oo nga.
Nung unang panahon po kasi, kukunti pa yung doctor. So, one doctor will cater to a lot of problems. Ngayon po, naging komplikado na po ang buhay. Nag-evolve na yung mga sakit. Nagkaroon na po
Dumami
ng
na ang sakit.
eye doctor. Nagkaroon na rin ng ENT doctor.
Oo.
So, iba yung ENT sa eye doctor po. Sometimes, nag-partner rin po kami sa pag-care ng pasyente. So, magandang chance din po yun na ilinaw natin sa mga nanonood.
Yeah. Kasi doon ako, I belong to that generation.
EENT.
Kaya nga, first time kaming mag-meet ni Doc, EENT ka ba, Doc? Yung pala hindi. These are two separate fields.
Already.
Oo.
Ngayon po. And then, ngayon po, naging specialized na rin. So, yung I understand isang advocacy ni Doc Lilad is about sa cornea, no? Corneal donation muna. May mga ganun na ngayon sa mga nanonood. Maganda pag marinig natin kay Doc Lilad. Ano po ba itong corneal donation?
Yes.
Yan.
aha.
Yeah.
Actually, this is one of the advocacies of our department kasi dito sa Baguio, we started an eye tissue retrieval unit. It was inaugurated yung office natin noong 2019.
Oh.
So, ang ginagawa natin, we counsel the families of the bereaved if they want to donate yung cornea po ng kanilang relative. So, ang cornea is the clear part here. Kasi when we look at each other, akala natin yung black agad, di
Itim
ba?
agad.
Pero there's a glass-like tissue here na yan ang pwedeng i-transplant po sa ibang pasyenteng may corneal blindness. Kasi like what we were saying kanina, pag fungal, may infection, nagpepeklat po ito pumuputi siya. So if we're looking through the pupil, nakatakpan na siya ng peklat, it's difficult. But the good news is, we can restore the vision of a patient pag ito ang injured. Everything else is healthy, we just change this, the patient can see again. So what we want is we use the word retrieve, no? We retrieve the cornea from a deceased patient. Pag nag-consent yung family, no? If they say yes,
Or if the patient, prior to death, will
Pwede.
already manifest that I'm willing to donate so and so.
Cornea.
kasi meron tayong organ donor card. So we particularly have eye donor card also. So ito lang naman, we can leave the eyeball, although ito, pwedeng i-donate yung buo This eye can actually help mga 8 na pasyente
Really?
Oo, kasi
Oo.
yung isa para makakita siyang muli, the other parts, halimbawa, isang maliit na butasan ng barbecue stick,
Oo.
tatapalan lang naman sa gilid, dito natin kukunin.
Mm-mm.
So, ang mahalaga kasi, ang mata dapat buo lagi.
Mm-mm.
It cannot be ruptured for a long time.
Mm-mm.
Pag nabutasan siya, it's always an emergency to keep the globe intact.
Mhm.
Kaya kahit ano muna ang pwede mong itapal, basta meron,
Mm-mm.
kung meron na ulit magandang cornea, tsaka nating ilalagay.
Lalagay,
Pero
oo.
for emergencies na dito nabutas, kuha ka lang ng another part and then tapal natin. So,
Oo.
this eyeball for one eye, it can really help more than one patient. Pero ang pinakamahalaga, yung cornea,
Mm-mm.
ito ang natatransplant at saka yung sclera. The other parts inside the eye, hindi siya natatransplant. Well, studies are ongoing, pero for now, it's the cornea.
Yan, sclera.
Ang limitation kasi dito sa Baguio, diverse, no? Diverse cultures. So, we get patients from the mountain province, from the northern
Oo.
parts na medyo they are culturally strict sila. Tradition is, dapat buo yung katawan, pagpupunta daw sa heaven, hindi pwedeng nabawasan ng part. Pero ang gusto po natin kasi, the conversation should not stop at gusto nyo bang i-donate yung cornea? Dapat may katuloy yun para may ibang pasyenteng makakita ulit yung
Oo.
bulag na
Oo.
nabubuhay.
Oo.
Kasi pumanaw na di ba?
Oo.
So, if you are not going to use your your eyes anymore, pwede bang i-donate mo
Oo.
siya sa buhay pa? Parang
Yeah,
gano'n.
that's
The
really...
advocacy is helping the living
Oo.
through death.
Oo.
Parang gano'n.
Kasi the more common transplant that we hear are like, kidney
Oo.
and may heart na rin, di ba, Doc?
I
Is
think
that
so,
that?
yeah.
Oo.
Or
So,
heart
it's the
transplant.
first time we're hearing that corneal transplant. May limiting factors ba sa sa donor? Kunyari, elderly person.
Oh no, the age is very wide. 24
okay.
months,
Pwede.
baby, hanggang 105 years old, pwede.
Okay.
Kasi
Oo.
hanggat malinaw ang cornea, actually, kahit hindi malinaw ang cornea niya, kasi there are cells here that are, deteriorating day by day. Pero, pwede pa rin siyang,
Nagre-regenerate ho ba? Like,
not
oo.
really, pero
Oo.
when we say tectonic, yun yung mga pansamantala.
Oh.
Pwedeng gamitin kasi optical is for the real restoration of vision. Pag tectonic, yung may diferensya din lang naman yung likod ng mata, tapos may diferensya yung harap. We can change this para lang buo pa rin yung mata niya.
Mata,
Kasi
oo.
some people find it hard to accept na tanggalin na lang natin yung mata mo. That is painful Psychologically, din yun.
Oo.
It will affect them. So, just so we don't remove the whole eyeball, we can repair the front with a tectonic cornea na the goal is just to keep it whole pero not necessarily to make the patient see again clearly. Parang ganon.
It's like saving the eye.
Saving the
Ay,
eyeball,
oo,
yeah.
oo.
Keeping the integrity of the globe. Yun, kaya kahit anong taon, ilang taon ang pasyente pwede.
Doc Lilat, may time ba yon? From the time na
Oh,
Pumanaw
meron,
yung
meron.
tao.
pumanaw,
The golden,
tapos mailipat sa isang recipient?
yeah.
Or may storage, pwedeng
So,
i-store?
mahalagang question is, may time ba ng viability from the time of death, di ba?
Oo.
From the
Na
time of
uulitin
death.
namin.
Oo.
It's actually below 15 hours.
Oh.
15 to
Ah.
18 hours,
From the time of death?
we could inquire na if they like. And that's quite difficult kasi you're talking to people who are grieving.
Yeah,
Oo.
yeah.
Oo
And then,
naman.
parang
Pagod
kuwan.
sila, nasa
Parang
ICU na
nakakaan
matagal.
siya. Like,
Yeah,
parang,
kaya still
how
yun.
insensitive. Parang ganon, di ba?
They
Yung,
can
oo.
say that,
Yeah,
pero
oo.
there's a way kasi.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Oo.
why the advocacy is ngayon pa lang,
Oo.
nag-ano tayo, hindi sa ER natin sinasabi. If we are able to disseminate information while everyone is alive, sober, and of sound mind,
Yeah.
at least narinig na nila. Kasi kung first time narinig sa ER, ang sakit ng kalooban mo, and then somebody
Pumanaw
kukunin
na
pa yung
nga.
mata.
Parang ganon.
Kukunin pa yung
kukunin
mata.
pa yung mata.
Oo.
That's common it's natural.
Mula nung sinimulan ho ninyo itong advocacy ito, ilan na po ang kuwan? nag-donate ng cornea.
Actually, I'm proud to say, no, nung 2019, that
Oo.
first year that we opened, we were the highest retrieving unit in the whole
Country,
Philippines
oo.
for that year. Kasi nga, ang sipag ng aking coordinator, we were
Oo.
able to get more than 25
Oh.
corneas. Pero the succeeding years, medyo nag-decline, tapos nag-pandemic pa.
Nag-pandemic.
We're trying to rise again actually. Kasi nga, ang daming factors din. Nung pandemic, hindi pwedeng mag-donate kasi COVID.
Oo, kasi nga,
Yeah.
no.
Pero we're proud na corneal transplants are done here. So, Dr. Carlo Igama, an cornea specialist, like me, we do the transplants. So, more or less, I think we're reaching close to 70 corneal transplant procedures already. So, the more we are able to do, na umiiksi yung list. Kasi globally, one cornea is to 70 blind.
Oh.
So, the ratio is really staggering, no? So, kahit ilan pa yung gawin ko dito, I'm not sure I'm making a dent. Kaya, the more advocacy, activities we do, hopefully, kahit papaano dito man lang sa Baguio, we're, shortening the list. Kasi, from all over the northern part, mukhang kami yung sumasalo ng patients for corneal blindness.
But Doc, unlike the other organs, kasi yung iba live donor
Live
Buhay pa
dapat.
yung donor, no?
So, kidney.
Oo. Yung yung corneal transplant po ba? Kunyari, like a family member and the other member is willing to donate his or her cornea to a family member. Is that
Yung living.
Oo. Ginagawa.
Living donor?
Opo.
We hope naman na it doesn't get to that point na you're very healthy,
Oo.
pero naawa ka lang sa anak mo dahil
Oo.
bulag,
Oo.
and then you would sacrifice to give. We would rather naman yung galing na lang sa
Disease. Oo.
disease. Kaya if that's the attitude of some people, it's because nga, scarcity.
Oo.
Kasi ba't kailangan mo, ikaw na buhay, ba't ikaw magbibigay? Ang daming
Pwedeng magbigay
diba?
na iba.
Although living donors, thank you to ENT, no? We work closely kasi, alimbawa mga ENT patients, merong bukol dito sa near the nose na apektado na yung sa likod ng mata, tapos kailangan tanggalin kasi affected. We actually ask the patient, gusto mo bang i-donate yung mata mo?
Kasi tatanggalin na lang din.
Yes.
Oo.
They say yes easier. Kasi, kahit ano naman mangyari, itatanggalin talaga. So, you might as well help. Basta hindi affected, hindi maapektuhan yung tatanggap.
Oo.
We work closely with the ENT. Kaya basta meron ba dyan? Ganon kami. Kasi every cornea counts. So, living donors and deceased donors, they are all able to help somebody who is corneally blind.
Oo. But sana hindi na lang sa living Doc. Oo.
Mahirap.
Sa living,
mahirap
parang we
yata.
avoid that naman.
Oo.
Kasi buhay ka pa, you're very active, and then you don't want to lose your eye. Although sa kidneys, I think may ganun.
Oo, di ba? May
Sa kidney
trade
kasi
na nga
you have two kidneys. You can donate the other.
Oo, you can
And
still
you
function.
still function naman.
With a
Sa
single
eyes
kidney.
yata, if you're living and if you donate, mawawala yata yung vision mo, no?
You lose your vision on one eye talaga.
If you donate.
Oo.
If you donate
If you
it.
donate,
Tsaka we don't do that naman. Kasi psychologically, it's not healthy din.
Etong Department of Ophthalmology of BGHMC, medyo malaki din yung responsibility nila. Being a department kasi they're also an eye center. Kasi advanced comprehensive center
tayo.
din
Yes,
ng Department of Ophthalmology. So it's catering not only dito sa Baguio but also the entire Cordillera and even Northern Luzon. Yan yung responsibility ngayon ni Doc Lilet.
Malaki ang sakop. Oo.
Yes. So
Lugar
maraming silang ginagawang probably capacity building, service sa pasyente. Madami
And community ophthalmology, we
Nice.
strengthen it.
Yeah.
Kasi
Pala,
yung
no?
Baguio Eye Health Team, which I happen to be, kasi basta kung sino yung chair daw ng OPTA department ng BGH, siya din yung chair for the
Oo.
Baguio Eye Health Team.
Okay.
So we work with HSO,
Baguio.
Health Services Office, and then the DSWD, the CSWD, yung DepEd, magkakasama yan para screen ng mga elementary yung mga
Oh.
children, to screen them early para ma-refer na nila. Kasi sometimes the parents don't really take notice eh. So, yan, sa community, we try to do as much screening and we empower, halimbawa, nurses ng DepEd, turuan mag-screen. Mga barangay health workers, turuan para referral system tayo. We want to go out more kasi hindi naman, kasi we're just waiting here eh. Kung sino lang nakaisip magpa-check out. Pero if we go out and find them, mas marami yata tayong matutulungan.
So more of reaching out itong grupo na to.
We want to reach out, the Baguio Eye Health Team.
Baguio Eye Health Team.
When you say Baguio Eye Health Team, that includes other...
That's under DOH.
Okay. So including private health institutions? Or
No, not necessarily.
Just the
Parang yung
government?
stakeholders are the LGUs and the NGOs. So, magkakasama yan. It's just project ng DOH noong 2013. It's an administrative order. Blindness Prevention Program. Parang they were mandated to set up a group na ganyan, community ophthalmology for cornea, for blindness prevention. So that's what we do. Every year, we try to train new barangay health workers para tuloy-tuloy na meron nagsiscreen at tuloy-tuloy na nare-refer kung meron man kailangan.
For our community members po, no? Hindi kailangan pong pumunta kaagad sa mga espesyalista sa malalaking hospitals. Sa barangay natin mismo, may mga tinatrain na po sila na pwedeng una nating puntahan at kung ang ating nararamdaman ay nangangailangan ng expert treatment, then we are referred to the clinics, the likes of the Department of Dr. Lilet here.
Meron pa tayong mga ibang problema, ma'am, Dulcie, syempre yung nalalabo yung paningin. So aside from, Doc Lilet, no? Aside from using glasses or contact lens, mayroon pa bang ibang pwedeng gawin sa mga nagbo-blurred ang vision?
Like healthcare, what do we do?
May gamot pa ba dyan para luminaw ulit yung paningin ng ating mga...
Can we reverse that?
Let's look into the causes of blurring. Pag blurring of vision dahil sa may grado ang mata, easy lang. Salamin, contact lens, or magpa-LASIK. Or laser. Kung ayaw mo magsalamin, ayaw mo mag-contact lens, there's another option, magpa-LASIK tayo. Which, by the way, there might be a center next year.
Wow, di ba?
Diyan sa SLU, we might be putting up a LASIK center kasi
okay.
bumababa ako sa Angeles medyo malayo. And for the patients din, para di na sila bumiyahe, LASIK. Kung may cataract ka naman, kaya malabo ang paningin, magpapa-opera. Cataract surgery, we do it here in BGH. Pwede rin po libre, ha? Don't be limited by your economics. We can do cataract surgery for free here. Whether or not you have PhilHealth, you come if you have cataract and we can do surgery for
Narinig
free.
niyo po yun.
And then, malabo ang paningin dahil nagduduling, pwede rin surgery. And then, malabong paningin dahil pagod ka lang. Rest. Baka your eyes are just dry. Mga simpleng panlalabo na pala, simple lang ang gamot. Mag-artificial tears tayo. You rest your eyes. We take it for granted when we're using the gadgets. Pero malaki yung impact niya. Yung dryness na yan, it can cause blurring of vision also.
So kung may mga katanungan po tayo kay Doc Lilet, siguro i-share na lang po namin yung mga numero, contact numbers po ng Department of Ophthalmology. So parang konting parting words na lang, Doc Lilet, para sa ating mga tagapakinig.
Thank you for having me. So to everyone, let's take care of our eyes. Let's consider corneal donation in the future. Think about it. And then for diabetic patients, please have your eyes checked also. And then for computer users, don't forget to rest your eyes.
Sana po yung marami kayong napulot na aral ngayong araw na to from our ophthalmologist. Maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig at kita-kita tayo muli sa susunod nating episode sa Health Matters. This is Sherman and Lucy of Baguio Chronicle saying thank you and see you soon.